Well, Princess and the Frog is in the books, and man, was it such a fun movie to watch. I had not watched this movie in quite a while, so getting to watch this movie at this particular time after watching the 12 Disney movies that I already have was honestly such a joy, and I think it was just the perfect movie for me to watch, considering the movies that I've just seen. And this movie I love so much because of the type of animation that it was. It was hand-drawn animation. It wasn't computer-generated, which is what a lot of Disney movies are now, like Frozen and Tangled and Bolt and Big Hero 6 and countless other ones. And I'm not really a big fan of that type of Disney movie. I love the old classic ones, like the hand-drawn ones, like Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You could throw Cinderella in there, The Jungle Book, Fox and the Hound, those kinds of movies. Those types of animation, that's what I love. I love the hand-drawn one. That's what I grew up with, and I think that's just what will always stick with me. And that's why I love this movie so much. Seeing that was honestly, that put it way up in my ranking when I'm deciding. The other thing that I absolutely loved about this movie were the characters. The characters in this movie, I feel like fit so many people. Like all these personality, every character has their own personality, and that's what's great about this movie. There's not one character that is the same as the other, and I think that is what makes the movie so great, because there's so many funny moments and so many, everybody's got their own personality, and they all gel together and work perfect with one another. Like, my favorite character has to be Louis, the trumpet-playing alligator. Absolutely my favorite. The other characters, like Ray, the firefly, I should say. You got Mama Odie, the fairy godmother of the bayou, that's basically what she is. She's like the godmother of the bayou, and she reminds me so much of my grandma, and I feel like she probably reminds a lot of people of their own grandmas. Like, she just has that quality about her. All these characters, the voodoo man, the friends on the other side that he has, the shadow people, gosh, I love those. I love the villains in this movie. They were perfect. They were great villains to have. They weren't like the other villains that we've seen in some other movies and some of the other Disney movies that I've been watching, because I've just been randomizing all these movies. Some of them don't have the actual, like, true villain. So it was cool. It was cool to see an actual true Disney villain. And I think this one is a actual Disney villain that people recognize. The Voodoo Man, I should say. That's the villain I'm talking about. And then the other thing that I loved about this movie was the music. My favorite song is When We're Human. That song I could play all day long. No doubt. Absolutely love it. Definitely think that the soundtrack for Princess and the Frog, probably in the top 10 of all-time Disney soundtracks. Maybe not to some people. I would say it's got to be in the top 15 for sure. Top 10 might be pushing it, because I know there's a lot of other Disney movies, like the Broadway-style Disney movies, that we absolutely love. But I feel like this one definitely goes up there as one of the best. I really do feel like that. With all this said, I absolutely love this movie, watching it, and I've watched so this is the third Princess movie that I've watched. The other two are Beauty and the Beast and Tangled. I definitely think this is far better than Tangled. Completely better than Tangled, in my opinion. Beauty and the Beast, on the other hand, I think it's got a little bit of edge, just because of how classic Beauty and the Beast is, and just how it speaks to everybody and all that stuff. You can't go wrong with Beauty and the Beast, I feel like. So this one, I think, is second behind Beauty and the Beast. But now, comparing it to the other 12 Disney movies that I've watched, I believe, in my opinion, that this falls... So where I rank this is number 4 on my list, which comes above Toy Story 4. Now, I love Toy Story 4. Don't get me wrong. I think that it's a great movie, but I think Princess and the Frog, I would definitely watch again over Toy Story 4 now seeing it and just seeing how much I loved watching this movie and all the laughter I got from it, especially the part with the Bayou Boys and them trying to catch Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen when they're frogs. That scene was absolutely hilarious. And there was a lot of funny scenes in Toy Story 4, even though it's kind of more of an emotional movie, but there's quite a bit of funny scenes in this, in Toy Story 4. But I would definitely watch Princess and the Frog over it. So with that said, Hercules is number 1, WALL-E's 2, Beauty and the Beast 3, and Princess and the Frog comes in at number 4. So there's my ranking. And I definitely think that if you have not seen Princess and the Frog, or if you haven't seen Princess and the Frog in a long time, watch it. It's a great Disney movie to watch right now, especially with everything going on. I think this one will bring a lot of joy to people and a lot of happiness, and I definitely recommend it. So there's my review on Princess and the Frog. Now I'm going to figure out what my next Disney movie is, so watch my next video, and you'll see what movie I'm going to watch next. Thanks.